yesterday when I was staying back. Sorry, I'm running off a few hours sleep. Yesterday I got back because she wanted to go to the store. We never leave the kids alone. Because actually two of them was autistic, the little boy and Nicole's sister. And I came back around because sometimes I go help my sister out and also babysit her kids as well because she has a boy and a little girl turning injected. And then I'll come back and then I do my art because that's my business. I do art illustrations. And she does things with like spiritual guidance and readings and stuff like that. And that's when I came in. I didn't think to check like, oh, did anybody run away? That's not what comes to my mind coming in back that early. And
what time was that when you got back yesterday?
I was around, I want to say, because I came back before she went to the store, and when she came back, I left. And then I got back around, I want to say 4-ish, close to 5-ish, I'm not sure. I just came back.
You said you came back when? How long? So like yesterday, were you there in the morning? Like yesterday morning?
Yesterday morning.
Okay, so when did you said you got back? When did you leave before you got back?
When I came, like at 4 or 5-ish in the morning.
Yeah, just start with not tonight, not today, but Saturday.
That was the time I left. Before those 2 times, I was with Brittany.
Okay.
The past 2 days, because I'm here. I'm her girlfriend.
Okay, so you were with Brittany all day Saturday? Okay. So.
Yeah. And I didn't think to look at, all 3 of them on the bed, because Amari's more of a, when she sees you, she say, good morning or hey or something like that.
So what was the first time Saturday that you left?
The first time I can't recall really the time.
Was it morning, afternoon, evening?
The first time I left, I went to the store. It was morning.
And then was that when you? What happened after that?
After that,
yeah. So you go to the store and then what?
And then after that, I came back that night with Brittany. Went to the store that day, and then came back, and then left again, and then helped my sister out, and then came back that morning before she went.
Now, when you left again to help your sister out, what time was that?
Left again before. I couldn't really even tell you.
After lunch, before dinner, nighttime day. I mean, the sun goes down at 5 o'clock.
Before that, it had to be nighttime. Daylight wasn't there.
So when you went to go help your sister, it was already nighttime.
Going on night.
Going on night. So after 5 o'clock. Okay. But not nighttime yet. Not pitch black.
Not pitch black.
Okay. And then when you get back?
That's Saturday morning. I mean, you talking about Friday?
No, we're still on Saturday.
Still on Saturday.
So we left.
So Saturday morning, I came back. Sorry.
Okay, so let's just. Sorry, just breathe. Okay, so you hang out with Brittany all morning on Sunday. You go to the store. You come back. And then you leave again when it's kind of dark to go help your sister, and then you come back. When you get back.
Sometimes I don't look up, sometimes I just.
Well, I'm not talking about sometimes, I'm talking about just yesterday.
Just Saturday.
Just yesterday.
Came back around, let me give you the specific time. What times? I think, I want to say, because I came back, it was evening, it was dark, I want to say, 2 o'clock, because I was in, then came back.
Like 2 a.m.?
Came back, yeah, 2
okay.
p.m.
2 p.m.?
Because Saturday, sorry.
Okay, so let's start over. We're getting all over the place here. Okay,
let's start with the day, then we'll lead up to
this is what I'd like to do, okay? We're going to start with Saturday. From the moment you woke up, I want to know everything you did, all the way until the moment you realized you were missing.
Saturday, I woke up, I went to the store.
Okay, and what time was that?
Saturday, I woke up, went to the store, it had to be around 11. Couldn't be after 12 because I don't like shopping that early. Then I came back. Then I went to BP, walked because I don't need to live there. I walked there and then came back. I don't recall the time on that. And then after that, it was that night because I came back and then I stayed and then I left again just to go quick to the store again for some cigs and then I came back.
Which store?
BP. And then I came back.
For cigarettes?
And then I came back and that's when Brittany was like, you can go. And that's when I came back in the room. Because I'm never going like very long. I'm always coming back. That's why I said like with the kids, like she knows like way more than me because I'm still trying to deal with the kids.
So maybe make sure I got this right. You woke up, you went to the store, you said it was probably around 11 a.m. because you usually don't shop at noon or later. And then you came back and then you left to go to BP, walked there, and then you came back again. Do you remember around what time that was your first BP visit?
My first, no, I can't really recall.
If you just had to guess.
I'm just all over the place.
Is it, say, between 1 and 6?
Yeah, I would say between 1 and 6.
Between 1 and 6?
Still some daylight out?
Yeah.
Okay, and then you come back, and then you said you left again to go get cigarettes. Around what time do you think that was? Was it dark out, light out?
When I left again to go see, it was still light out.
Still light out? And when you came back, was it light out?
Dark.
So you left to get cigarettes, it was light out, and you came back, it was dark?
Going dark, yeah.
Okay.
And then that's when she wanted to go to the store, and get some like snacks and stuff like ready for the next day for the kids. And that's when I left again, and I came back.
And which store was that when you went to go get snacks?
I didn't go to get snacks. Brittany went to go get snacks at the BP.
Okay, so you get back up to the cigarettes, and then Brittany wants to go get snacks from the BP. So Brittany goes to the store while you're home.
The kids are not left home.
Okay, so Brittany wanted snacks, so then Brittany left.
Do you know what time she left?
It had to be, I want to say 10, around 10. It was dark.
Okay, and did she walk
I think
also?
Yes.
She walked to the BP?
I think she BP. She lifted to BP.
She took a lift to the BP?
Lifted to BP.
Okay.
Sometimes she don't tell me. Sometimes she just be like, I'm back there, just stay here with them. So sometimes it depends on her mood.
So this time she told you, I took a lift?
She was like, I'll be back. So I assume she took a lift because I don't like her walking that night.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and then what time did she get back from BP from getting snacks?
I don't know.
If you had to
I know
guess. Was it a long time? Was it a
it
short
has to be
period?
10 minutes. Yeah.
So it was pretty quick.
It's never long. Like she went grocery shopping.
Okay, and then what after that?
And then that's when I walked in, and that's when, I looked, both ways, because, it's early morning, I'm still a little
No, you
tired.
said you walked in. So Brittany leaves to go get snacks. You said
I
you
thought
were...
it was on today.
No. We're still slowly doing bit by bit on yesterday.
Okay.
So Brittany goes to BP to get snacks,
Mhm.
and then she comes back and says it's been about 10 minutes. What happens right after that?
Right after that, I leave.
Okay, you leave. Where'd you go?
I went with my sister.
Okay.
Did y'all walk somewhere, ride somewhere?
Me and my sister?
Yeah.
Yeah, we go somewhere.
Where'd you guys ride to?
Back to my grandma's house, 1530 in Tucker.
You said it's in Tucker. What's the address?
1535 Idle Hour.
Is that the one that's on your ID?
Huh?
Is that the one that's on your ID?
same.
No.
You said Idle
Idle
Hour.
Hour Drive.
It says in Tucker. And your sister drove?
Her car, your car?
What type of
I
car
think
she
it was
drive?
her boyfriend's car. I really can't remember because I remember her telling me that her car was fixing, but her car she drives is a white Toyota.
What car did you guys ride in?
It was a black car, like a Nissan.
Black Nissan. Was it like a SUV, passenger
No,
car?
it was like a put car.
Two-door, four-door?
Four-door.
The black. Okay. Any kind of stickers or anything custom about it you might remember?
No.
Okay.
I mean, I don't think
So you and your sister go to grandma's house, and about what time do you think you left with your sister to go to grandma's house? You said
the time I left
Yeah.
was as soon as she got back. 10
so. That'd probably be
So she
between 10 or 11 p.m.
Yeah.
About how long do you think you were at grandma's house for?
When I left, I came back at I would say 4 hours because then I came back before 5. It was like when the sun wasn't probably even up, but it was daylight.
4 or 5 p.m.
And that's when I noticed when I just walked up to the door, I pushed up, said, that's kind of strange. And then that's when I came in, I kicked off my shoes, I laid in bed, and I closed the door.
Okay.
And then that's when she gets up and always, uses the restroom and then look at them.
So when you got back from grandma's house, you said that was 4 or 5 p.m.
No, 8 a.m.
5 a.m.
4 to 5 a.m.
But the sun was coming out.
It was like daylight trying to come on.
Yes.
Okay.
It wasn't
That's why I was a
pitch
little bit confused because you said it was dark when you left.
No, it wasn't.
Okay. So you get back and your sister drops you off, and that's between 4 and 5 in the morning. And you said you go in, and how'd you get in the room? Do you have like a key card you use? Do you knock?
I normally knock, but see, this time when I went like this. But sometimes with that door, you have to push. It sometimes with the door, not all the time. So I noticed before I went to knock, on my first one, it kind of went in. So that's when I laid on the bed, and I was like, they didn't close it all the way. And I was a bit tired, so I don't know if I put the latch on or off, but it really don't matter because Maurice almost my height, and she could easily push that in and do it.
Okay.
Did you shut the door?
I shut the
Did you
door.
lock it?
I shut the door. It don't matter if you locked it.
I don't know if you
Still-
deadbolted it on.
Even if you
Just like a habit.
Yeah, even if you deadbolt it, you can still get in the door.
Now,
If somebody would have deadbolted and I still use my hotel key, it would still unlocked it.
Now, did you
So the
notice?
deadbolt is like the lock goes this way, just to lock the room door. Then there's a latch, but it's a cheap. You seen it? It's like a cheap metal latch.
Okay.
I did not latch it back.
Did not latch.
I did not latch it back.
Now, when you get back around 4 or 5, did you notice that the kids were in their bed? Or?
I didn't. Well, it's like I didn't think to notice that she would go. So I'm assuming
you didn't really
when I didn't
notice?
really look because
Didn't really
my corner, I went straight. My corner was on the right side. As soon as you open the door, my
So you just wanted to go to bed. You weren't
I
really
just
like
wanted to go.
checking to see if they were there or not. You just assumed they were.
Yeah.
And was Brittany was home when you did that? When you got in? Okay. And where was Brittany? Was she in bed or somewhere
She was
else?
in bed. She was
in
home.
bed. Okay. And that's around 4 or 5. And then what happens after that?
That's when I was asleep, and
Okay.
that's when Brittany woke me up and said, "Babe, we gotta find it. We gotta." And I'm like, "What happened? What's going on?" And that's I think more went away. And then that's when she went outside and started looking.
Okay. And what time was that when she woke you up?
Right before she called 911. She woke me up as soon as she was dialing 911. She woke me up because I think she was on the phone outside looking at the same time, and she woke me up.
And you said she went outside looking for her? Now, did she like just go out the door? Did she go walk around the
Yes.
outside the building
Yes.
looking for her and be like checking the parking lot and stuff?
Yes.
Okay.
Did you go out and look with her or no?
No, I didn't go out and look with her. Because by that time she said the police was coming to the door. I don't know his name, but he was the first one that showed up. So by the time she was walking around, because I can't leave him by myself, because one, he's autistic. So she went first, and then that's when she was like, when she came back through the door, I was like, good, I was going to put on my shoes and come out. But she was like, the police coming in now, because I guess she said the lady told her to go back inside, the police is coming in. And then,
And you said your sister's car possibly like a Nissan? Now, you sure it's a Nissan, or you just think it's a Nissan?
I just think it's a Nissan. I'm not
Your
sure.
sister's car?
I'm not my
It's the sister's boyfriend's car.
Her car is a white Toyota.
But she wasn't driving that yesterday?
No.
No, okay. And then, so let me make sure we got all this right, just because I know it's a lot of information we're taking in here. Yeah. Saturday, you wake up, you go to the store around 11ish. You come back, then you go back to the store between 1 and 6, because it was still daylight out, but when you come back, it's getting kind of dark.
Yeah. We're always going back.
I'm sorry, you come back, then you go back to BP to get cigarettes. It's still light out. When you come back, it's getting dark. And then Brittany says she wants snacks from the store, so she leaves. You assume she got into a lift, but not entirely 100% sure. And then it takes maybe about 10 minutes. Brittany comes back. That's around 10 p.m. And then when Brittany gets back, that's when you leave with your sister, you go to grandma's house, which is in Tucker, and you stay there for probably about 4 hours-ish. And she drives a black four-door car, you believe it's a Nissan. And then you get back from grandma's house around 4 or 5 in the morning. It's starting to get lighter outside. But you notice the doors are shut all the way.
Grandma's house at 4 or 5 in the morning.
No, you got back to the hotel from grandma's house. That's what I'm saying, yeah. And when you get back, you notice the door's not shut all the way. You shut the door, go to sleep, and then you wake up to Brittany saying, hey, Nicole's missing. She's calling 911, and then she goes outside and actually walks around the building and checks the parking lot and all that. Okay, and then the police show up?
That's when she showed up, because I was going to go right behind her and just look.
Okay.
Because I didn't think she would go for.
Okay.
And how long have you known Brittany?
I've known Brittany for going on 2 years.
2?
I've been with her. I've been knowing her for a long time, since we were 17.
How long have you lived with her?
Lived with her, I'll say, I want to say a year and a half, going on 2, because we had just got back together in 2018.
Now, what's grandma's information?
I'm not sure.
You know your grandma's
Why would she
name?
need?
Just so we can check on
She
some
don't know.
stuff.
She's not with my lifestyle. Period. She don't even ask questions or nothing. But I don't even communicate with my grandmother.
Yeah, but she lives at this 1535 Isle Drive?
My grandmother, yes.
Okay, what about your sister? What's your sister's information?
Diamond Owens, I don't know her. I don't know about her, but her name is Diamond Alexis Owens. And she's 28 years old.
Does she live with your grandma, or?
No, that's just where she living with her for right now. She used to have her own spot, but she living with her for right now.
And you said you don't have Diamond's number?
I don't know. No, I don't know about her.
Okay, would it be in your phone? No,
I've
how do you
known my
communicate
sister on
with her?
Instagram.
Instagram?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's how you got her to come pick you up?
My sister. Or when she calls, because she's always changing her number, so I don't save it.
I got you.
Or if it is saved, it's probably not the accurate one. Just like my older sister.
She knows with our numbers.
Mm-hmm.
Where'd y'all live at before this hotel?
Congress Hotel on Oak Brook Parkway.
Well, just a few miles down the road, the other side of the interstate.
Still in Oak Brook.
You said Idle? IDLE?
Idle Hour Drive. But she knows little about the kids anyway. To her knowledge, she thinks Brittany has one kid. She don't really ask much about kids.
Grandma, sister?
None of my family. I'm like the black sheep of the family.
Oh, okay.
Because of my lifestyle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Lesbian, to be exact.
Okay.
What were you doing at your grandma's house?
What I doing at my grandparents' house?
Yeah, for like 4 or 5 hours at 1 o'clock in the morning.
Well, to my knowledge, she didn't even want to. I guess she wanted to go out. I didn't care. She was just like, I need you for a few hours.
Yes,
and then those 2 hours turned to 3 hours, and then I was just mainly waiting on her. So I think she went out and partied. I'm not sure. Sometimes she has on her work clothes, and she'll change it and go party.
Well, you said
so
you went with her to
she'll
grandma's
tell me
house.
one thing. Yeah, I went with her to my grandma's house.
So did
she
you just
wanted
hang
me-
out with grandma, or how'd that work? Like,
It's
what'd
my
you do?
grandma, my aunt, my niece, my nephew, then my cousin that all stays in the house. So it's like 6 people: dad, aunt, niece.
So what did you do while you were there?
I was there.
Yeah.
Just communicate with my niece and nephews.
So you just hung out with your nephews all night?
I was downstairs because it's a 3-level house.
Did your sister just drop you off and then leave? And then just came back when she was
When she
done
felt like it.
doing whatever she was doing and brought you back?
Because normally when I
So
watch,
y'all didn't even hang out?
me and my sister, we have a love-hate relationship, but that's my world. I mainly just do it for my niece and nephews. So if I haven't seen them for a long time, I don't mind. And sometimes she pays me, and sometimes she, I don't mind. But we really hang out. But communicating with my grandmother, it's not really like that. It's more like, hey, how you been? And that's really it. But she don't mind me like coming there.
Did she tell you, hey, I'm gonna drop you off at grandma's?
Look, so here's the deal. We just want to find a kid. All right, we don't care whatever your lifestyle is. we don't judge, we don't care. Okay, like you can tell me that you're a drug lord for some Colombia cartel. I don't care. I want to find the 8-year-old kid. That's it. So the reason we're asking you all these questions and we're trying to get specific every detail, it's not because we're like, ooh, what's Celeste doing? No, it's because we're trying to figure out at some point this child has gone missing, and the best way for us to figure that out, even if it seems doesn't make sense, like why are they asking this? What's this have to do with that? Even if it seems crazy, we gotta get. And I understand, but we don't care about any of that. We want to know every specific detail for every moment that you went through in the last like 72 hours, and we want to know the same thing about your girlfriend, and we want to know so that way we can put everything together and be like, okay, well Celeste was here, 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 and here, and here. That's what she was doing. So we know that she's not involved in this or whatever, and we know that this and that's going on. And then we can figure out what your girlfriend's doing from A, B, C, D, E, F, G, whatever. And then we can put everything together and we can figure out, okay, so where's the 8-year-old? What's going on? But in order for us to build this crazy picture, to be able to try to figure that out, we got to know everything. So, I mean, if God knows whatever you want to do, if you want to go meet up with another girlfriend or you went over to this house to go buy a pony, I don't care. We want to know where you went and why you went there. That way we can kind of understand what everybody's doing during these crucial hours where this child's gone missing, just so that if we come back later and something crazy happens or whatever, we can say, okay, well this makes sense because she was over here, this is what's going on. We just want to piece all that together. So I get grandma might have problems with your lifestyle, we don't have any problems with your lifestyle. We don't care. Okay, that's you do you.
Well,
okay.
Not get involved because you have her address.
Okay, that's fine. We just right now we're just trying to figure out where everybody was. Okay, that's it. All right. We don't care what you're involved in, what you're not involved in. We don't care about your lifestyle. Okay, you do you. Okay, but we do need for these few hours to know exactly what happened, who you hung out with, where you were. That way we can verify all that information. We can put the puzzle pieces together, and we can try to figure out where this kid is gone. Okay, it seems crazy, but that's just how we put things together. Okay, because you saying you left with your sister, we can try to check on stuff like that to make sure stuff makes sense. And God knows, say you're leaving with your sister, and the 8-year-old walks out and says, "Oh, there's a car," and she starts following your car, and then she gets confused and she starts following the wrong car, and then some dude picks her up in a car that looks like your car. See, if we didn't know you got into a black Nissan, and then say it's a black Nissan that picks up the kid, we'd like to figure this stuff out, because God knows what happened, but we got to figure out what happened. Okay, so that's why we're asking all these questions. We're not trying to be dicks. We're not trying to get into your life like crazy. We're just trying to figure this all out. And with all that saying, what do you think happened with Nicole?
I'm gonna tell you from my personal experience. So when I first came around more, which was 2 years ago, when I got back with Brittany, because we were together before, but before she had kids, and then we separated, and then we came back together. My one-on-one relationship with her was, she was a sweet child, but the only thing was her behavioral problems. Like when she didn't get her way, she would literally like punch herself. It's like, more, why are you doing it? Because I first noticed it when Brittany had left and went to go grocery shopping. We were staying in Robin Landing in Decatur a long time ago, and that's when I was like, I came to a person, I said, Brittany, when I told her no for something, she hit herself in the face, and she was like, just bear with me, I'm getting her help, because she was going through speech therapy. She did have 2 therapists for her speech and to help, with her. And that's from the first time I seen Maury. And then that's when I noticed, every time Brittany went to her, go wash the dishes or go take a bath, she'll stomp, or she'll scream to the top of her lungs, or she'll kick because it's something she don't want to do at the moment. So it's like my main relationship was with her was like, hey Maury, how you doing? Typically with a child, are you okay today? And then sometimes she don't respond to me, and sometimes she don't, because she really don't respond to strangers. And before that incident happened, all I know was Brittany told me that Maury had attitude, and I said, why she got attitude? And she was like, I don't want to talk about it. She always have attitude. And then that's when I left it alone. I was like, okay, when Maury's mad, she don't like to be talked to, so I don't talk to her when she's mad. I try to calm her down and try to buy her things that she likes, but sometimes there's no. So
what do you think happened last night?
What I think, I think Maury probably got super mad. Like it could be 1,000 reasons. I really don't know what goes through. I'm not the mother, so I really don't know what goes through this girl's mind. I'm still learning her. So it's like, it's just been 2 years, so I'm still learning her, and still getting her to accept, me, because she does realize it was just her and her mom. Now I came into the picture, so I don't know if it's probably was different for her. Like, who is this person, and trying to understand.
Does she try to get into it with you when she gets upset?
No, she just tells me leave me alone. Okay. And I'm like, I'll leave me alone. And then when she's done, probably an hour later, she'll probably come back and be like, I apologize. And I'm like, it's okay. And then she'll go walk off, and then it'll be something else that she's mad about. But over these 2 years, it just slowly progressed. So I would say like this week was like totally different with me and Maury, because she 2 weeks ago started her cycle. So I don't know if that's a part of it, considering the fact that she's autism and female has to have a cycle. So I'm not sure. But I know this week she was more minimal speaking. Normally she'll ask how you doing. Yeah, normally she'll ask how you doing, or hey dad, or lady, she just wake up, go to the restroom, lay down, and don't want to be bothered by her sister, brother, nobody.
So what do you think happened with her?
I really think she just, God forbid, but I really think that, I really think that she just, of course, ran away, but I really think that, God forbid, somebody snatched her up.
Now, has she ever run away before?
Never.
Ever had any type of
that I know
thing
of
that we
since I
think she
knew her.
wanted to run away, or?
Well, the one time she was in school, and then Brittany had to go up there because the teacher said that she said the teacher had told her she couldn't do something. And like I said, when you tell her no, she really doesn't like it. She's not your typical, when you tell a child no.
So what she do in the school?
In school, she literally stood there and pissed on herself.
But she didn't try to like leave the school or anything. She just got.
She walked out of class and just went, but was still in the school, but was like down the hall. But she walked out of class.
Okay. Does she have any other family? Like, is there a father figure in the picture that might have picked her up?
She was artificially inseminated.
Okay, so none of that at all. Any other family members that might want custody or something like that? Any issues going on?
Not that I know of.
No.
No.
Okay.
Like I'm literally just still learning the kids.
And just to make sure, so this is, you haven't left anything out in what we went through in the day-to-day, starting from the moment you woke up Saturday all the way up until you got woke up by Brittany?
Nothing really out.
Nothing really out, or nothing out at all?
Nothing at all. That my mind's on, because I'm running through it as we're talking.
Okay.
But I do know I was in the black Nissan, which I assumed that was my girlfriend, my sister's boyfriend's car. I assumed that was his car because they was together. But her car is a white Toyota, and she came there before in her car.
Was that during that day?
No.
Okay.
I never heard more. It was one time I did, but I never mentioned it to Brittany. I have to say it was a month ago. I stepped outside, like I never leave the front door, so I step outside to smoke a cigarette, and I leave it cracked. And I did overhear Maury say, she was saying, I'm gonna, like whispering like little words, like talking to herself. So I opened the door and I said, Maury, what are you saying? And she was like, nothing, I'm talking to myself, figuring something out. And I said, what you figuring out? You wanna talk to me about it? She was like, no. And then just walked off and just rolled out.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'll give you an opportunity to stand up and stretch. Everybody all right? Y'all need a break or anything?
May I go forward or?
You may. I just wanted to give them an opportunity to move around a little bit.
Yes, of course.
When was that?
This was a week ago.
A week ago? Okay. What about, say, Friday? Where were you on Friday?
Friday. Where was I on Friday? Yeah, I was there all day.
You were there all day?
Yeah.
Did we go anywhere, walk anywhere, get any rides?
No. Not alcohol, yeah, all day.
So stayed in the
We barely go
hotel?
because we're not vaccinated. So we're sensing make to go out constantly. Yeah.
Just real quick too, I know you said when you got back around 4 or 5 in the morning, you didn't really check to see if she was there. When was the last time you actually saw Nicole Saturday?
The last time I saw her was before I left. Before Brittany came back and before I left, that was the last time I.
So Brittany gets back from BP, as you're leaving with your sister, you do see Nicole, you see her there, you know she's there.
When I got back from the store, I didn't know for sure. But before she left the store, she was there. But when I got back early that morning, I didn't look to see.
No, okay, so before you left with your sister.
That was the last time I saw her.
So when you were leaving to go with your sister to grandma's house, that's when you saw her there.
Mm-hmm.
And so that would be around,
No.
what was that, like around 11 p.m.?
Mm-hmm.
10 or 11?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maury she never, and then even if she wants to go outside, she'll always ask both of us. She don't just ask one parent, she'll ask both of us.
Okay.
So that's why it seems odd that she would really leave the door cracked enough to go.
Okay. So Friday, back to Friday. You said you were at the hotel all day Friday, never left to go walk into the BP or anything like that?
No, I don't recall, no.
And was Nicole there with you?
Mm-hmm.
What about Brittany?
Brittany was there as well. We both were there.
So
If we go somewhere, it's
nobody
either
left
the
anywhere.
BP or back.
So nobody left anywhere on Friday?
That I recall, no.
No cars, no lifts, no grocery runs.
That I can think far as back as I'm trying to. I'm literally running off 3 hours of sleep.
What about Thursday?
Good luck on that. I really can't recall. But most of the time I'm a homebody. I really don't go much. All my art is done in the hotel, sell through there, and her work is there also. If you guys looked on the camera, you would have seen like we're homebodies.
So if you can't remember Thursday, you really can't remember Wednesday, right?
Mm-hmm. I really can't think back that far. If I can, like if it comes to me, like while we're talking,
Just
I have no problem telling.
Okay. Now you said, okay, so you said that you get woken up around 4 or 5 in the morning. No, you get back at 4 or 5 in the morning. Then you get woken up by Brittany, who says that Nicole's missing. What time did Brittany wake you up?
It had to be before you guys. So I'm gonna say around 9 and 10. I'm gonna say so.
9 or 10 a.m.
Because she normally wakes up and pays the room before 11.
Okay. Now, So she wakes you up, she calls 911 as she's waking you up, you said, and then she goes outside and she went and checked the whole parking lot.
Check the camera, I guarantee.
Okay,
She checked the
so
whole.
that was one thing I wanted to touch on too. So
Yes.
we've checked several cameras. There's a camera for the hotel, there's the car wash across the street, there's Hibachi, there's another camera. We've checked all those cameras. We have people checking those cameras right now. They never saw her walking around that hotel.
Really, this morning?
So is there any reason why that's not adding up?
I don't know. I honestly don't.
Is there anything that happened? I mean,
Because
if an accident happened or something?
She went out looking around and she came back. Because when she went out, she told me she walked around. She's like, yeah, babe, I'm looking around.
Did you see her go walking around?
I only saw her go down the steps and go down the side. And by that time, she's already on the phone with 911.
Okay.
And then she said a cop was coming. So even if she wanted to double the hotel twice, she couldn't. And I remember her saying she went to the back and there was some hole back there. I don't know what hole in the back of the hotel. And she said she was looking. And then we standing outside, a neighbor, I'm assuming she was a neighbor, came up to Brittany and me, and then she said it was some guy in a black vehicle with a box, and it was 10 or 12 kids playing behind there, and he was trying to tell them to come, I guess, towards the box. I don't know.
So
I don't know if that's
a
true.
neighbor mentioned
Yes.
there was a guy.
In a black car in the back. They had a brown box in the passenger seat
You remember
and was trying to lure kids in.
which neighbor?
Honestly, she looks like a crackhead. Honestly.
And they said the brown box was in
But
the
I was
passenger
assuming
seat.
she was living there because she came on that level. Or she was just trying to be nosy because it was police everywhere.
He was trying to lure kids.
Yeah, he was trying to, she said, lure them in.
What did this lady look like?
She was a white female, and she had, I want to say, pink nails and pink toes with a gray hoodie and blonde hair coming in front with like red pimples on the sides of her face.
Okay, so pink nails, pink toes. You say gray hoodie? Red hoodie?
Gray hoodie.
Gray hoodie.
Blonde.
Blonde hair, and then you said red pimples?
On the side of her face.
But you just saw her coming down on the bottom level.
I didn't even see her come out. She was talking to Brittany at first,
Yeah.
and then that's when Brittany came in because she was on the phone, and that's when I stepped out there, and then that's when she was telling me about her autistic boy that went missing.
Now,
and then she started telling me.
this blonde lady, have you ever seen her before?
I've never seen her before.
So that's the first time you ever
That's
seen
my
that
first
lady?
time.
Okay. Did you see where she went off to after she talked to you?
No.
No?
I did not. Because
And
she
she
got a
said-
phone call again, and I stepped in because I was like, this lady's crazy.
Now, did she describe the guy that was in the car? If you,
She said he was a black man with a beard. And that's the most I got from him. And I said, what happened? Like, did somebody alert or something like that? She said somebody screamed out, and by that time he pulled off.
did she remember around what time that was?
No, I didn't.
She
I
didn't
didn't
tell you?
answer that. Mm-mm.
She didn't say like last night, this
Like, she
morning,
probably told
yesterday, last
Brittany
week.
more than I did.
She probably, okay.
Yeah.
But she was talking, she did talk to
She
you.
was talking to Brittany.
Okay. Now, you said, so you said during the day kept going back and forth with BP, and Brittany went to get snacks. Do you remember what type of snacks she got?
What kind of stuff she got?
Mhm.
Dill pickle chips. And what did she get? I think she got me and her beer. Well, her little Mama Maria thing, whatever. And I don't remember else. I just know she whipped out a bag of chips and the rest was in a different bag.
Okay. And then when you said you went to the BP to get cigarettes, what type of cigarettes did you get?
I get Newports.
Newports.
How do you usually buy your stuff?
Card.
On card? Debit? Credit?
Credit card. Well, Vero.
Hmm?
Vero credit card.
What about Brittany?
Not sure.
Do you ever see her with cash?
Not really. It's always Mimosa card because she fear carrying cash.
Okay. Now, has anything ever happened? Like, was there any type of accident or anything that happened
What,
with Nicole? Like that? Like, did something happen? Was there an accident? Is that
like, you mean her whole life?
like last night?
Like last night. Literally, like, all I know was Moore was mad. And when you're trying to calm it down, it don't work. You have to let it.
Has it ever gotten physical between Moore and you, or Moore and Mom?
Never got physical.
No.
Never got physical. Well, Moore, she will get physical to herself.
To herself. Okay. Now, another thing I do have to ask is on the side that is something else might have happened. Is there any reason something else might happen? Like maybe Moore got hurt and there was an accident, and we're just afraid to talk about it, something like that.
Yeah, sometimes she is like that. You'll ask her what's wrong.
But I mean, I'm talking like last night. Did something happen to her
No.
to where she got hurt real bad, and we're coming up with this story to try to get
No.
away from that
No.
because we're worried that like when the police find out, they're gonna think something else happened and we're gonna get in trouble, like something like that.
No.
Because if an accident happened, say like she fell, she got upset, she hurt herself or something.
Mhm.
Maybe she fell down the stairs. Maybe she back talked to you or back talked to Mom or something, and it got physical. Or something happened where she got hurt real bad, and we're just trying to be like, well, we don't know the use. We're gonna say she ran away because we don't want to get in trouble. If something like that happened, we would want to know about that because if it was an accident, it was an accident.
That's not true.
Okay, did something like that happen?
No. But I will call the only major argument that I ever witnessed between those two, Brittany and Nicole, the only major one was when she peed on herself and shit on herself on purpose. Because I guess she wanted a different attention. I really don't know. I'm still figuring out more in my.
Was that at school?
Now,
Was that the one in
No,
school?
that was like recently
Mhm.
here at the hotel.
Okay.
Cause
Do
like
you
when I
think
go,
something could have happened to her, and mom might have tried to cover it up because she might be scared or something?
well, I do remember the first time from what I know. I do remember from the first time when I met Maureen and stuff like that. She had said that somebody was touching her, and Brittany took that very seriously.
No, but what I'm getting at is like, do you think there's a possibility that
That
while
she
you
could
were
get so
gone, that
angry.
something could have happened to more that hurt her or
While I was
worse
gone,
while you were gone, and
I
then
don't see
Brittany
Brittany
is trying to cover it up because she's worried about she might get in trouble from something that
no,
happened.
Brittany would fight for her kids.
So she
It's
would
like
never
for
she
her
would never
kids.
hurt more or anything
No,
like that.
never. More
And
than
then
her
if
pride
something were to
for-
happen to her, like say she fell down the stairs or something, and she realized that she was not okay and wasn't going to get better, do you think she would still call us, or do you think
I think she would
she would
most
get worried that
definitely-
she might get in trouble because somebody might put the blame on her or something like that?
Well, at first she thought when Maury was hitting herself, sometimes Maury would leave a mark here or a bruise here, and she would fear, sometimes like going to the hospital for it. And I'm like, put ice on it. I told her, I said, put ice on it because, and if it don't go down, then, take her to the hospital. And she was like, I don't want them to think that I'm abusing my child and they try to take her away. And I'm like, they're not, but you do gotta say something. So I believe she would definitely say
She would
something.
call us. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to step out for a second. We're going to go talk to Brittany for a little bit, and then we'll get back to you, okay?
All right.
Okay. Hello. Sorry, it's been a minute. Literally, I guess I was just going back.
The kids had to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, I'm trying to make sure you guys are taken care of, working on food and stuff like that.
Definitely helps if you have the officer.
All right, so
Okay. So, what's your name every time?
Celeste, Celeste.
Okay, Celeste. Okay. Now you don't drive. Do you take lifts or anything like that? Have you taken a lift the past few days?
Last I went to the store, let me remember.
Is it like something that's gonna be logged in on your phone? But you did say your sister called you, but she's got all those weird numbers because you don't remember her number.
No, she didn't have a word.
Okay, but she would have called you last night on her way to come get you the first time.
Or sometimes she pops up and not one of
Oh, just randomly.
what about last night? Did she call you last night?
It was like
No,
call
last
or
night.
Instagram or anything
She
like that.
pops up.
But it's on your phone though.
Instagram, she'll
Okay.
call me Instagram.
Um,
From a different
You got like a password to your phone, or you just
Yeah.
Face ID stuff?
Why?
What's the password to your phone?
Why?
So
can
we would just
someone
like
find that
to
number.
look at the phones to see if that provides anything that helps.
Just to match your timeline, so we can be like, okay, boom, sister called her, went to grandma's.
Oh yeah.
You see what I'm saying? This way,
And then the location on the phone also.
and then we
helps.
verify your story, and we're like, okay, good, their stories match up, everybody's good.
Yeah, I have a question.
What is it?
02 10 19.
Oh, I was gonna say, is it your birthday too? Everybody's always got birthdays.
Everybody's birthdays have
Yes, sir.
been lately.
I mean, don't get me wrong, that's what mine is. I'm not touching my birthday.
I just want to get this over with. Go
Trust me,
forward.
the sooner we
This
can
is
find
weird.
her, the better. That's
Yeah.
literally what we're trying to do. How do the kids know you? Like, do they call you Celeste? Do they call you mom number two? Like, what?
Dad.
They call you dad?
Mhm.
Okay.
Dad, daddy, or pop? I don't know. I
Just
think
dad.
some people call it just dad.
Just dad.
Okay. Do they ever call you by your name or anything, or is it always just, how long have they called you dad?
Well, they've been calling me Celeste for, I really don't know, like the time. I couldn't say that they used to call me Dad.
Yeah.
But, they call me Celeste for a good little minute. And then I'll say after the 6th month when she wanted to open up to me more about kids, because she's very personal with her kids.
Yeah.
And then that's when they got to know me a little bit and clarify me as that.
And thanks again for coming in and just coming in and
I
talking
thought it
to
was
us.
forced.
No, isn't it forced? It was
'Cause
entirely
normally,
voluntary.
I got an interrogation, they just let me write it down.
Oh,
Instead of
it was
asking
like-
questions,
No,
they take my
because-
phone.
It was forced, but it was like,
No, you're not in handcuffs, you're not under arrest, you're not, it's not forced. We're just trying our hardest to figure out where this kid is, that's why we wanted to talk to you.
We use a cop car because you didn't have a car.
With that being
I
said,
offered
it's
lift,
not,
but you was
it's
like,
not
the way you
forced.
was approaching right now, I'm like, oh, they
We're
flipping
just,
on
we're
this?
just on the mindset of the sooner we find this kid, the better, and if we can get everybody up here, that way,
Yeah.
we're not all bouncing around all the
Missing
places. It's
kids,
easier if we just
time.
get everybody here, we're just trying to figure out
Time.
what's going on.
Everything.
'Cause we got a lot of people all over the place, this is just easier. And it's not forced, and again, are you cool still talking to us and stuff, because we just wanna figure out what's going on,
Yeah.
okay?
The bits and pieces I'm remember. Like I said, I'm running off 3 hours.
I got you,
Oh.
yeah, that's
You guys
fine.
are milking everything out of me.
I'm trying not to, but we're trying to figure everything out.
Yeah.
So we're just trying to figure out where she is. Her sister, I can't pronounce her name right. Can you? No,
No,
not
no,
your
not
sister.
your sister.
I know how to say Diamond. Nicole's sister.
Zaire.
Zaire. Okay. She said she calls you dad, and you said she calls you dad. So that's okay. You got home around. You said between 4:30 and 5, right? Okay, and that's when your sister dropped you off, and when you came in the room, and then you didn't really see if the kids were on the bed because you weren't going to look at that. You just went because you're tired and went to bed, right? Brittany was asleep. So pretty much you're the last person to be awake coming into the room. You said the door's kind of cracked and stuff. Do you know where Nicole is?
No, that's why she called you guys.
You
That's
don't.
why if I knew, I wouldn't ask you guys for no help.
Okay.
Because I wouldn't have to go through this.
Is there any reason
Mhm.
why, is it Zaire? Am I saying it right?
Zaire.
Zaire? Is there any reason why Zaire would say, Dad took her sister to the Batgirl Hospital?
To the Bagger Hospital.
Mhm.
Oh, she's saying that because when Maury would act out, I say, Maury, listen, if you can't listen to us, you're gonna go, can't say defects, can't say none of that stuff. I said, Maury, if you can't play with your sisters or you can't negotiate, you're gonna go to this place. And normally when we say that, Maury will act right for at least 3 hours.
Now you say this place, what is this place? Do you refer to it as this place or do you call
this
it?
place.
Okay, is there any reason why
Or
she would call it the
sometimes
Batgirl? Mental hospital?
Bagger, yeah.
Okay,
I would say
Batgirl Hospital.
Mainly Bagger, yeah.
Okay. Now is there any reason?
That helped her calm down for at least a certain amount of hours. If she's screaming or throwing a temper tantrum. Because neighbors don't want to hear it, and neighbors think otherwise, and the neighbors get involved,
Okay.
like today.
So, why would Zaire say that she saw you take Nicole last night?
She saw me take, she didn't
Why
see
would
me
she
take,
say that you took her last night and that she's not coming back?
I didn't take her last night. I don't know why she would say that.
So you think she's just making it up or what?
Probably so. Why would I take Nicole?
Well,
Would I
there's
take
a
Nicole?
there's a lot of stuff that's not making sense to us.
Mhm.
Okay, Mom's saying she went and looked all around the place and around the hotel. We have officers that have reviewed all the video camera footage, not just from the hotel, but from buildings that are around the hotel that can also see the hotel. So if I were to go walk all around the hotel and hit up all those spots that Mom said she went to and that you said Mom went to, and then I watch that video camera footage, I'm gonna see me walking around, right?
Yeah.
Now we didn't see her walking.
No,
around.
so I'm good.
We didn't see any of that.
Yeah.
So that didn't happen. Okay, we know that didn't happen. There's no dispute about it because the video evidence shows that that did not happen. Okay,
Me walking out with Nicole,
I'm talking about Mom walking around the hotel.
walking on the hotel.
Yeah,
Because
that
when
we
she
know-
got back, she told me she started walking, but calling the police. 'Cause
Yeah,
she
yeah.
was
Well, she
outside.
told us she walked through the parking lot. She did all this other stuff, and that didn't happen because that's not on camera. So we can definitively prove, based on camera video evidence, didn't happen.
Okay.
Okay. When we first got into the story with you about where we're going and all that and everything, we had officers go to the BP and they gathered every single receipt for the entire day and evening. We got some issues there too.
Okay.
Okay. So between the two of you guys, there's stuff that's not adding up and there's stuff that's being said that happened that didn't happen. We want to know where Nicole is. It's not a if we find
I
Nicole.
want to know where Nicole is.
It's a when we find Nicole. We're going to find her.
Yeah.
If it's within the next couple hours, if it's the next couple days, we're going to find her. Okay? It's just a matter of when. We know something happened. We know she's somewhere, and I think that you know where she is. So I'd like to know where she is. If an accident happened, if something happened, say she got hurt, it was an accident. If you took her to go somewhere and it was an accident, if something happened, that's okay. We can deal with that. But
I didn't.
based
If
off
you
of
feel like we should take it there, then I would like it over. Because I'm telling you I didn't, and now you're coming to me with allegations from a 6-year-old. So
there's a
it's
lot
kind
of stuff that doesn't make sense.
It don't make sense.
Okay.
That's why when you told
So
me
that's
she
why we gotta
wasn't,
figure out where she
I didn't
is.
go behind her in the parking lot. Did you see me go behind her in the parking lot? I did not go behind her.
I'm just saying we need to get to the bottom of this.
Right.
And I feel like you're letting on a little more than what you've told us. I feel like there's a little more there, and I'd like to get it all figured out. That way we can get into it.
Right.
We've got your phone, we've got your girlfriend's phone. We're getting into those phones. Whether you guys like it or not, we're getting search warrants. We're going through them. We're going to check location data. We're going to check text messages, whether they're deleted or not. We're going to check phone call records. We're checking camera systems for vehicles, vehicle tags, locations. We're going to talk to every single person you guys have even thought about talking to in the past 5-6 days. We're going to get all that done because we want to know where this kid is. That's the bottom line. Okay. My problem is when I have a kid tell me that something happened, I have to explore it. Okay. If the kid says, "Hey, Dad took her," then am I doing my job as a detective if I just brush that off and say, "Oh, she's just a 6-year-old. She doesn't know anything"? Because there are 6-year-olds that see things happen, and they do tell the police, and that's solved plenty of crimes.
Yeah, and I do say, I'm going to take you here, and then normally she'll be like, no, I don't want to go here, or no, I don't want to go there, and it happens like that. So that saying, I physically I didn't open the door and say, go out the door.
But we just want to know where she is, okay? And when I have a kid tells me that you took her, I have to explore that. Do you understand where I'm coming from? Okay. So she said that happened. I have to explore. I'd be doing a disservice to the entire county if I didn't explore that. Okay, we've got a missing 8-year-old. If a 6-year-old says, "Hey, Mom's girlfriend took her," and I just brush that off, then I'm not doing a good job. Okay. So yes, I am going to ask you those questions, not to be a dick or anything, but because I have to explore that. Because at that point, there's reason to believe that something may have happened. Is there not? Okay. Do you understand where I'm coming from? Okay, see, I'm not trying to be an asshole. I'm just trying to find an 8-year-old kid that has autism that's been missing for several hours, and we want to make sure that she comes home safe and alive if we can. Okay? And at this point, we don't know if she's safe or alive, and we want to know where she is. And if she's been hurt or something's happened, or say she's not alive, we still want to find her. That way, say if she is alive, we can help her, and if she isn't, we can provide her. Hopefully, she can get proper burial and all that. But we wanna know where she is, and I'm sure her siblings would like to have that closure too, if something did happen to her, and she's not okay. Because the last thing they need on their conscience is my sister disappeared and I'll never know where she is, okay?
She's
So
not
when I have a
close to her
6-year-old,
family.
that tells me that dad, which is you, took her, and she's not coming back, and that raises some concerns, and that's something I have to explore.
Okay.
So with that being said, again, do you know where Nicole is?
No, I
No.
don't.
Did you take Nicole from the home?
I did not
No.
take Nicole from
Did anything happen to Nicole within the last 24 hours that you're aware of that caused her any type of injury?
No.
No. Is Nicole alive that you're aware of?
that I'm aware of, yes.
Is she dead that you're aware of?
No.
No. Okay. Do you have any reason to believe that she would not be okay? Other
Well,
than the
any
fact that
kid that's wandering out,
just missing.
I assume the worst.
Okay. Do you know anything about her whereabouts?
No, it's but the same thing we've been saying 20 times today. It's just the same thing. And if I'm coming off angry, it's because it's just a lot going on.
I know it's a lot going on, and I know it's late.
But that's a lot, that's really what I know. And if you personally feel like I did something, then I would definitely like a lawyer, because that's the kind of.
What do you mean, if I personally feel like, look, I'm not biased. My job is just to take the facts and explore every lead I follow. If I had some guy that called in the tip line right now and said, hey, I know where this kid is, this is the person who has him, even I have no clue who this dude is, I have to explore that, because that's my job. If I have a kid that says that you did it, I have to explore that. That doesn't mean I believe you did it. That just means that's something I have to look into. If Zariah came out of the room right now and said the neighbor down the road took her, whether it's true or not, I have to look into it because it's a lead, of a possible lead of a missing 8-year-old critically endangered child. Okay. So I'm not trying to come off.
She always hear me say, I'm taking her somewhere, or take her for a walk, or step outside with me if I feel like she's doing too much. So that really hurts me that you interpret it that way from her, because I know she wouldn't try. I wouldn't purposely take her out, then call you to say she's missing.
Okay, and like I just said, it's nothing against you, nothing that I have against you or anything. I'm just trying to do my job. We're all tired, trust me. I've been up early, I have little kids, they wake me up at 5 in the morning, you know. I know you've been up for a late period of time too. Okay, we gotta get to the bottom, so I have to explore everything, okay? I don't mean any offense by it, okay? I'd like to continue talking to you about this. If you haven't committed any crimes or anything, then there's no need to get a lawyer involved. All that does is make things take a bit longer, and the longer it takes, the more likely that she could be in trouble.
Today, you guys would not be questioning me if I wasn't in the room. So it's like, dang, call 911 for help, but I feel like I'm being interrogated. So it's like, it's just how you come.
This is just what we gotta do. We gotta talk to everybody.
I've been in this predicament before when someone murdered my mother, and they didn't come at me like this. When they sat me down, they just let me write everything, and they just went off that. But it's like, I'm just being real with you. It's like how you coming at me. I think you did this. I think you know. You just said it. I think you know where she is. And it's like, if you think I know, then what are you trying to get me to say?
I'm not trying to get you to say anything. I just want to know what you know. And if you're hiding anything from me, I'd like to know that.
I'm not hiding anything. You guys are the cops. I'm not the cop.
I understand that. So and my job is to explore.
It's like the fact that you even said you haven't seen Nicole outside. It's like, what camera are you looking at?
I'm not talking about Nicole, I'm talking about Brittany.
Yeah, Brittany, you haven't seen Brittany outside. It's like, what camera are you looking at? She purposely went outside. Because that's when my neighbor came, opened the door and said, is everything all right? And I said,
we looked at several cameras. She also described the woman who talked about the guy in the vehicle wearing a completely different description of clothing too. And she described her as having a different hair color also. So that raised some concern, is that you both said a little bit that was somewhat similar, but was completely different. And that raises concerns, okay? Because usually, in some cases, when two people are lying about something and they come up with a story, sometimes they mess stuff up. And I'm not saying that you're liars, I'm not saying that you committed a crime, but I'm saying I have to investigate it to the fullest ability, which part of it does include asking you the hard questions. No, it doesn't mean guilty until proven anything. No, that's not the case. We've got to explore the timeline of events. We have to explore who was around the child last, and the last two people to see the child were you and Brittany. So that has to be something we look into, whether it's a difficult situation or not. I mean, it's just part of it, okay?
Nobody on the property seen it.
Look, we have to do all this.
No, I'm asking a question.
I'm still working on with other officers and stuff. As far as my knowledge right now, she was not seen on the camera, okay? As far as my knowledge now, we have an officer who just came in with a bunch of receipts that he just spent several hours going through. We have several people working on this, okay? So we're trying to get everything figured out, okay? I'd like to continue talking to you about this. I don't want to prolong this as much as you don't want to prolong this. The moment we can find Nicole and we have this over with, is the best thing.
I'm not detained.
Okay.
Correct.
That's correct.
I'm not detained, so I'm free to go whenever I want to. So the fact that I'm even willing to sit with her and go through this,
yeah,
because I could have been a bonehead and said, "Oh, I'm out."
Which if you did that, then that would not be nice at all to any other child.
But you wouldn't know me. You see what I'm saying? You wouldn't know me.
Well, let's get off of that, okay? Because we're not going to sit here and argue that for the next. We have a kid that we're looking for. We have an 8-year-old child that has autism that we're trying to find, that has been missing for several hours, and we're concerned about it. And it's getting pretty cold, and it's only going to get colder tonight. Okay, so the last thing I want is for somebody to call us in 3 days from now and say, hey, I just found a frozen dead kid in a gutter somewhere. Okay, so I want to know where she is. Is there anything on your phone that's going to lead us to where she is or her whereabouts or anything like that?
No. I do not have.
Do you have any knowledge whatsoever about where Nicole is and what happened to her or anything like that?
No.
No, okay. Let's get back into the nitty gritty, okay? You got home at what time when you got back from your sister's?
I told you.
We gotta keep going through this stuff.
We gotta keep repeating it.
Well, I'd like to make sure everything is perfect.
Okay.
That's just, look, when a kid goes missing, we gotta go over things hundreds of times. I gotta look at it 1,000 different ways, I gotta talk to people, it can get kind of annoying, I know, it can be kind of stressful, I know. But there's something that's being missed here, okay? You have an 8-year-old who goes missing in a busy area,
on camera. That's
okay?
a very big deal.
Yes, so there's something that's being missed here, and we gotta figure out what's being missed, and we gotta find it, right? Because we've got a puzzle, and we don't have all the pieces, correct? Okay, so that's why we keep going over it and over it and over it. Trust me, if I could interview for 5 minutes and be done, that'd be fine. If I could have you fill out a statement form, that's great. But a statement form isn't going to allow me to ask additional questions. It's not going to allow me to mow over everything. It's not going to allow me to find all those pieces. Okay, you're an integral part of this investigation. Your girlfriend's an integral part of this investigation. The children are integral parts of this investigation. Okay, that's what we got to do. All right.
Which I knew when they came here, I was going to question that part. So that's fine.
Well, Saturday you said you woke up, you went to the store, probably around 11 a.m. because you don't go to the store around noon. Okay, you came back. But how long do you think you were at the store that you went
I
to?
don't know.
You don't remember? Guesstimate?
I'm
5
never,
minutes,
if
10
it's a
minutes?
corner store, I'm never there for more than 10 minutes.
Never more than 10 minutes. Okay. And you come back, and when you said you came back after that, you came back to the hotel room, right? Okay.
And you walked each time to the corner store though.
I always walk. I don't never look for it or anything to a corner store.
Not even at nighttime?
No.
It's just, she just likes doing it at nighttime? I
Yeah.
got you, okay.
I
But
can't
the only
look
time you rode a car Saturday is when your sister got you. Other than that, you walked.
And then I walk.
Okay, and then you go back to the BP. About how long do you think it was between the first time you went to the store and the second time you went to the store?
What time I think it was?
Mhm.
I don't know.
You don't know? Okay. Between those times, were you in the hotel room the whole time?
Yeah, I always came back to the room. If I'm
Always came
not
back to the
going
room.
somewhere quickly, I'm always coming back to the room.
Okay.
So the fact that, Zaire really said it, she probably interpreted what was going on differently.
Okay.
Because they both don't like each other.
Okay.
So
Now, do you stay in the room full time? Like, do you live there, or do you just visit, or how's that work?
I lived there with
You live there with her? How long have you guys
And
lived
then,
together?
since she got there.
Since you got there, okay. About how long do you think that would be?
I would say going on 2-3 months, going on 3 months.
2 to 3 months. Okay. And so you go back to the hotel, you come back, but you don't remember when that was. And then you leave again for cigarettes. You said you buy Newports and you use your Vero credit card. About what time do you think that?
Cash, I don't know. Dude, you asked me like precisely stuff that ain't running through my mind. What's running through my mind is getting caught myself and just looking.
So when you went buy cigarettes yesterday, about what time do you think you got to did you leave to go to the BP?
When I went in and got cigarettes yesterday, for the first time, I think it was during the day.
During the day? Do you remember how long you were there?
And there, like I said again, no more than 10 minutes. So you want me to write everything down with each question so you can just remember it?
Oh, no, I remember what you're saying. I'm just going through
Because I
everything to
really
make sure
don't
it's
like
all.
repeating myself like 5 times.
Okay, well, I
said
really
it
want to
like
find the
10
6-year-old
times
child
with
too.
them. Me
So
too.
part of
Trust
that
me,
is
I
going to
wanna
be
get out
going
there
through this,
myself.
okay? And I
Right.
understand that. So you go to the store, you buy your cigarettes, you come back. It's starting to get dark out when you're on your way back. You said Brittany went for snacks to the store, and you assumed she took a lift, and she got snacks, and you said she got dill pickles, chips, and beer.
You want to know all the exact snacks?
Yeah, sure.
Don't know. Did you ask Brittany?
You said you don't know?
No, exactly. I know it's just dill pickle.
You know she got the dill
and
pickle
two
chips, and you know
other
she got the
beverage.
beverage. Okay.
I didn't know people look for snacks.
Okay. And then around between 10 and 11 p.m., you get with your sister, you ride to your grandma's house, which is in Tucker, and your sister goes off wherever you're hanging out with your niece and nephew for about 4 hours. And then you come back between 4 and 5 in the morning when it's starting to get light out, correct? Okay. And you said that you noticed the door wasn't closed all the way when you got back between 4 and 5, correct?
Again, yes.
Okay. When you came in, you shut the door, and you said it doesn't matter if you lock it because she can get to the locks anyway, correct?
Yes. Like any kid over 6.
And then
Even Zaire can do that.
Okay, but you didn't see if Nicole was actually on the bed or in the
No,
room
I
or
didn't.
not. when you got back.
People don't think when they're used to seeing kids, people don't think to say, oh, look, I assumed the mother knew because she was already resting. So I didn't think to, oh, let me count how many are sleeping when I'm tired. No, I'm coming in, resting.
We just gotta ask because you
Yeah.
come back, the door's cracked, and
I'm just
my
telling you
first
what
concern
I
is,
wouldn't think.
are the kids here?
Yeah.
Who cracked the door? Make sure none of the kids have run away.
Pushed in. Because I normally, like I said again, normally sometimes you have to push in the door to fully close. Sometimes she could be doing things, dealing with them. Like I said, kids play, jump around and doing stuff. They're not calm, they're very active. So she could have just slightly, just messed up. But either way it go, if the door was closed or cracked, the door ended up being open. They are both fully capable of opening a hotel door.
Okay.
It's not like it had a lock and key latch. No, it's like a hotel, once you pull it, it's unlocked.
Yep. All right.
So,
Now, okay, so and Brittany said told us when she went to bed, so you got home between 4 and 5, so there's only like a 30-minute to an hour period where we don't know where the kids are.
She was not walking around. What camera are you looking at?
8 cameras.
8 different
Eight
cameras.
cameras.
Yes.
8 cameras.
You guys, never mind, you guys probably don't even know half the stuff that goes on over there.
No, we know about a lot of stuff that goes on there,
We've
but right now
worked
that's
with
not our
departments
concern.
for a long
Yeah.
time.
Our concern right now is the child.
The line too, that's why I don't want to waste time here. I want to go actually look.
Trust me, we've got that handled. So Brittany wakes you up at 9 and tells you that Nicole's missing?
Again, yes.
Okay. And then you saw her literally leave the room and walk around. About how long do you think she was walking around for?
Left downstairs. I couldn't tell you the exact milliseconds.
If you had to guess.
I don't know if it just happened today.
5 minutes, 10
It
minutes,
just
20
happened
minutes?
more. Well, I'll say probably at least 5 minutes because she was already on the phone with 911. That's what she told me when she walked in. And then she was on the phone. And then the lady said he's coming out because he came super quick. He said he was around the corner.
Okay. And you said you hung out with your niece and nephew at Grandma's house?
Mhm.
Okay. Was Grandma awake when you got there?
No.
She wasn't, so it was just your niece and nephew?
Mm-hmm.
How old were they?
Well, just my nephew.
Just your nephew?
How old is he?
They're old enough.
10, 15,
Just kids.
20?
Just kids.
Just kids?
I'm not trying to drag anybody else in. Nothing that's.
Well,
we're
they
gonna,
don't-
we're
they
gonna
don't
talk
know
to them
them.
regardless. We're
They
gonna
don't
talk
know
to
them.
Whether you tell us how old the kid is or not, we're gonna send somebody out there.
Oh,
We're
yeah,
gonna talk to them
yeah,
anyway.
they can talk to them. Yeah.
I don't see why it's an issue telling us how old the kid is. I mean,
As I had said, that's why I just don't like repeating. But my nephew is 12. No, my nephew's 11, I believe. Yeah.
what's his
But
name?
yeah, because my nephew was born 2010 in October, and then my niece's Journey, she was born. What is it? July 12th, 2017.
And you said only your nephew was awake when you got there to hang out with, right? Okay. And what's your nephew's name? You told us your niece's Journey. You didn't tell us
Why
your
you
nephew's name.
want to know?
Because I'd like to know who the kid that you met with.
So just be honest with me, right? Because I'm not detained. So be honest with me. You're interrogating me because, like you said from initial, I think you know where Nicole is.
I'm interrogating you because I need to figure out this information. I'm doing the same thing with Mom. I'm talking to everybody. I'd like to know your whereabouts to the fullest extent. That way, if you are involved in the disappearance of the child, we can figure that out. If you aren't, we can also give you a proper event
This is
line
not
that
proper.
explains all
This
that.
was last minute, taking kids out in the cold, and then saying hurry up. This is ridiculous.
Well, this is how we're doing this job, and this is what we need to do.
I
Okay?
understand.
So what's the name of your nephew?
Jacob.
Jacob. Thank you.
The only reason things are in a hurry is because it's a
I know.
missing kid.
No, it's a difference between the earth. Don't get it wrong. Like, oh, do all the research you want to do. Go find, go dig, go do whatever.
And part of
you
that is
want.
talking to you.
Yeah.
And part of that is getting all this information in as much detail as we
But
can.
like I said, I've been in this predicament before, and I never sat with a guy like
Well,
this.
I don't know what other predicaments you've been in, and honestly, that has nothing to do with this exact scenario. Okay, and in this exact scenario, there's stuff that's not lining up. In this exact scenario, there's a 6-year-old child that's saying that you may have been involved in the disappearance of her sister. So that is something we do have to address. Okay,
I'm quite sure she didn't say disappearance of her sister.
we're not going to get
doesn't
into
make
the antics of it. Okay, she made a statement. Okay, and we have to address it. Okay, whether you like it or not, it is what it is. It's something we have to get into. Okay, there's a lot going on here. We're getting into your phone, okay? We're going to see the exact location of everywhere you've been. We're going to see every single text message you've sent. We've seen every single contact you've had with anybody. Okay, that's happening. That's happening right now. Okay, we're going into your hotel room. We're going to search the entire room for anything that makes any kind of sense that has to do with any of this. We're getting a search warrant for that right now as well. Okay, the little girl said that you were involved, so we need to address that. We need to see if there was any type of involvement. Okay, why would she say that she's afraid of you? Why would she say that you have a gun and that you would threaten her? Why would she say that you took Nicole?
I don't know why she said that. You would have to.
So you're just saying she's just
Answer
making it up?
No, I'm not making that up. But they don't like when I get mad. But I don't get mad to the point where it's like threats and
Has it ever
stuff
gotten
like
physical?
that. No, I never got
Is there any
physical.
reason why there's bruises on the children?
Don't know.
So how does... Right now we're asking you.
You're
Yeah,
around
it's
them
not-
just as much.
Because you also live there, you've lived there for the 2 to 3 months that they've been there. You said somebody's always home with the kids, you're home with the kids, and Brittany's not home with the kids. So we have to ask both of you, because it could have happened between the both of you. We're gonna talk to the kids too, we're getting that information as well. So I'd like to know, do you know about the bruises that are on Soraya?
Yeah, I know about Zaire because sometimes Brittany doesn't want Maury, Zaire, or Carter to be around each other because Maury and Zaire wants touch Carter. And since he's autistic, he doesn't know, like, this isn't right, this isn't this. So sometimes when I catch her doing it, I give her a licking. And then some of the times, it's like, it's self-involved, like some of the stuff she fell off the bed.
So when's the last time she got a licking?
Zaire, I couldn't tell you.
Was it within the last couple weeks?
I couldn't tell you.
No? Yeah, because earlier, is it common to use corporal punishment? The licking, what's your, when you say licking, can you describe what you mean?
It's literally on the hand pop for me.
Popped on your hand, okay. Well, there she's got bruises on her back.
She's got bruises on her back, her eye, her face. I mean, that's not a slap on the wrist.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know how those were caused?
I really don't.
You don't? Do you,
I'm
has
here,
mom ever?
and then I'm there, and when I question, it's like, you don't want to know what she did.
Do you think mom might be putting those bruises on her?
No, I don't think so.
No?
Because if it was, I would have told her to chill.
Has she ever used like spankings or anything like that?
Like different objects,
No, just like spankings, like with her hands.
like spanking. She'll probably pop her butt, but never to that extent.
Never to that. Nothing that caused any type of injury or anything like that.
Yeah, like the level of degree that things that get when Maury is around is intense, because Zaire and Maury would have back-to-back altercations. And if we go to you about it like now, we would have been the ones, oh, you're doing it. So it's like separate. And I think that's what really got to Maury, because we just had to separate each and every one of them, because there was too much going on that wasn't normal for kids. So that's
So
what
they
I
would
would
fight
say.
a lot.
They would fight.
They'd
Well,
fight each
Zaire
other.
and Maury would
Zaire
fight.
and Moore would
Yeah.
fight each other.
How intense would their fights get?
It's times where Brittany will go to the bathroom, and then all of a sudden you'll see Maury yanking her hair, or it's always something. I'll say like out of 7 days a week, probably at least 5. Or Maury's jumping off the bed, it's thumping, or it's always something.
So it's pretty often. That they
It's
don't
a
get
lot in a little space.
Pretty often. There's a little space, so like half the time Zaire will be in the bed with us, or Maury will be way over there, and the car will be in the cabin.
Has Zaire mentioned like a napkin that makes people go to sleep? Do you know what she's talking about?
A napkin?
Mhm.
No, I don't. You
She said it was
have to ask.
kind of big and had like some black stuff on it. I don't know what she mentioned, but
She's probably talking about one of her mom's spiritual candles,
she has spiritual candles.
probably. Because it's like aromatic, and then she puts on soothing music.
She's almost talking about almost like a cloth or something that
A
we
cloth?
use to make
So
them
she's
fall
like
asleep.
a napkin cloth type.
No,
not a
but you
candle.
guys can search it for that too?
No.
No, that's not true. A cloth, no. To put somebody to sleep, no.
What's your relationship like with Zaire?
My relationship with Zaire it's better now. Well, things was getting better because her and Maury stopped really like ripping fighting. Like they literally were fighting. And it's like if we went to the hospital for something like that, I'm gonna say it, we're black, people gonna assume the worst. I'm gonna say it. So it's like we're trying to self-treat it at home, because it's like who can we go to for help with Maury having behavioral problems like this, and then she can't get along with people in regular school. So now it's like we have the home teacher. So it's like it'll be fighting. They don't like Maury absolutely doesn't like Zaire. Like she'll get along better with Kari versus Zaire. Why, I don't know. Like I said, I'm still getting to know them.
Do you feel like Zaire is friendly with you, or does she feel like she's afraid of you, or?
I don't think she's afraid of me, but like any child, if they see a parent mad or they did something bad and the parent yells, hey, yes, they're gonna get scared. But like fear for her life, no.
Has she ever seen your gun?
No.
How does she know you have a gun?
She probably heard me talking about it when I pick it up, because she's very observant.
Okay.
Yeah.
But there's never been any incidents where you said
No,
anything or
no.
anything?
You ever gotten any like physical fights with Brittany in front of the
No,
kids?
check my record. Oh, you talking about physical fights in front of kids? With
Yeah.
Brittany? No, you won't see one scratch on Brittany.
Do you and Brittany argue a lot at all, or
Yeah, we have arguments like typical parents.
normal?
Because you know how kids can get, oh, you're yelling at mommy, I don't like you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah,
I'm
she
trying to
did
wonder
say
about
that
the
before.
relationship
She did say that
with
before.
you and Zaire.
She said, she's like, don't make mommy cry, because we had an incident where it was me posting something, and, Brittany got really mad about whatever I had posted, and it went from there. But yeah, Zaire come to me and she'll say, Dad, I don't like the way you did that. And I'll be like, I'm sorry, I know.
She give you hugs and stuff?
Yeah.
No problems?
If she would have fear of me, she wouldn't be on me walking in here.
No, I understand. So y'all have a pretty good relationship.
It's decent. It's getting better.
Okay.
Not that,
You ever take them anywhere, give them treats or anything?
yeah, I give snacks. I go grocery shopping all the time. You'll see me in Publix run the camera back. You'll see me in Publix all the time. So Publix, Holcomb Bridge, Peachtree
Publix,
Grove.
Publix.
You'll see me. I grocery shop all the time. You'll see me coming out with a big cart.
I'm not denying you don't go grocery shopping there.
I'm just saying, because I really feel like this is ridiculous.
Those are the only times we're talking about something. I keep kicking your feet.
Look, me personally, if my kid went missing, I'd want the detectives. I'm fine. If they want to grill me for 3, 4, 5 hours, and I know I had nothing to do with it, that's fine. I just know we're trying to do our job, because we're trying as hard as we can to find this kid. Because if something hasn't already happened to her, we want to prevent something from happening to her, because she's 8, she has autism, and she has to take medication, and she's by herself.
Mhm.
Okay? So the sooner we find her, the sooner we can hopefully guarantee that she's safe.
Mhm.
So
Like I
if
said,
we're
I don't
gonna come off
mind
as dicks,
asking
it is what it
questions.
is.
It's not his job, because I'm not detained. So that's why you should treat people with the utmost respect.
And
Especially
I'm
when
doing
I'm
that,
not
however, I
detained.
do have to investigate all the leads thoroughly, and if I have a kid saying that you may be involved, then I have to address that,
Mhm.
okay? And if it gets like that, it's just gonna get like that, because that's part of what I have to do to figure all this out, okay?
Did Zaire get in
Nothing
trouble
against you.
recently?
Did she get in trouble recently?
Yeah.
Only thing I remember was her falling off the bed when she slides off because she's a wild sleeper.
Yeah.
So sometimes she's hanging here and sometimes
Right
not.
at
And
the edge.
the dresser is right here and this is right there. So at times we'll place her in the middle of the bed, but she'll still roll.
Throughout the night, she'll scoot over.
She'll still roll.
But she wasn't like grounded or anything recent, was she?
Recently, no. She
Anything
wasn't
taken
on
away?
When she called her little brother a bitch, yes, we did tell her no TV, no toys.
What was that?
That was like 2 days ago.
Oh, okay. Other than that, did she get any snacks last night?
Snacks? No.
Because I know that Nicole or Amari was asking for snacks, and she was told no. I didn't know if maybe Zaire got snacks and stuff.
Because they know they can't eat snacks when after they had a meal. It's too late for one. And two, I don't know if you know about autism, you can't have gluten because it messes with the brain.
Yeah.
So she definitely cannot have snacks at night. And sugar, both her and Scar can't have sugar or nothing like that.
Were you home for dinner last night or no? Or were you?
I went home for dinner.
No, that's when you went to go help your sister the first time. That's right.
I didn't eat nothing. So what else?
I was just wondering what y'all happened
two different meals.
What type of medication does Nicole take? Do you know?
No, you have to ask the mother.
Do you know about how often she takes it?
I would say twice a day.
Twice a day. Do you know
But I
what
don't
all
think she
she?
necessarily needed it because there was a time she did miss it
Think it's
for like
just
3
in
days and
case.
she was fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what all she took with her when she left?
No.
No.
Oh, the teddy bear, and that's about it.
Just
But money wasn't missing or anything
nothing
else.
else. No. Any specific clothing missing?
No. Matter of fact, all the clothes had need to be washed, and we so regular at because Morgan constantly pees on herself, so we're constantly getting an outfit, throwing it away, and then getting another outfit and throwing it away and stuff like that. So we stay getting them outfits.
Is there anywhere specific you think she would go?
No. The only place I thought was McDonald's.
Just
Because
McDonald's.
she always asking me about McDonald's, and I get it for her.
So like Amori, like the hardest one to deal with, just because of her like
It was
always have to
Morgan
clean
and
herself
Zaire.
and
Amari and Zaire were the two hardest ones to deal with
Yeah.
because they were constantly bashing. Like I said, you know what's going on in America. We didn't feel like at this time it would be appropriate to, because we both was like, no, they might flip it on us if we say something that they absolutely did. Like it happened to my friend before. She absolutely didn't do anything. But
Bring her back.
yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. No, I can understand the hesitation. We go to schools all the time. Kids be showing up with little marks. I mean, I got little kids. I get nervous when he falls.
And those aren't little marks. That's like
Because they bruise and they get cut over the dumbest thing ever. Because kids are clumsy. And yeah, I would hate
you
for
couldn't
somebody.
explain that from two girls fighting.
Like I said, I mean, especially their size. I mean, it's not hard to say they were fighting. I mean, look at my kids are still too small, but I got 7 brothers and sisters. We fought a lot. There's a lot of marks. There's a lot of bruises.
Yeah, sometimes More gets jealous of Carter because, Brittany involves herself more with Carter, dealing with him and stuff.
Just because his level of autism is just a little bit like more.
I'd say it's different because autism is a rainbow, literally like a spectrum. So I feel like Maury, you wouldn't know she's autistic until you just sat down and had like a full conversation.
Yeah, we'd have to have like a one-on-one for a hot minute to realize, well, wait a minute, maybe she's not catching something here.
Because she'll respond every time.
Yeah. Okay. But what do you say his name was?
Jacob.
Because you call Nicole Amori, and then we got Zaire. What do you call Jacob?
Just Jacob.
You just call him Jacob? I thought you said something else.
It's Jacob and Johnny.
No, not your niece and nephew.
You talking about Zaire?
Zaire's brother.
What about Carter? Or sometimes baby boy.
Okay. That's what I was wondering. She's pretty energetic out there for sure. Okay. So we just.
Like I said, if I was damaging, I think a child would be standoffish and fear me. She wouldn't want to come with me. She'd be like,
Well, that's what I was wondering about y'all's relationship and stuff. It's like, if you're truly, if you're the, sometimes in relationships, couples, one person's style of parenting is verbal, the other style is, well, you're the enforcer, It's usually how it is. So that's why I was wondering, I was like, does one of you do like I'm gonna do the talking, if dad gets involved, like in my case, I'm usually the one that might spank the kid's butt. My wife's the one who might usually talk to them. I have a different approach. I think spanking the butt gets the point across. So I didn't know if that was y'all's style or if y'all have a different parenting style. Everybody's got different parenting style.
We spank the butt in the hand. But most of the time when it's fighting, and even when we break them up, we're like, whose fault is it? Who did it?
Yeah.
And it's like, kids also lie as well.
Oh,
So it's like, I'm not going to believe everything that flies out of kids' mouth.
No, you got to do what we do. We got to talk to everybody and be like, all right, whose story makes the most sense? And usually they tell like 80% truth, but then they kind of exaggerate a couple parts to make them look better or something like that. I did the same thing with my brother. We're only like a year and a half apart. All we did was fight. So my parents talk about how much we fought. and how annoying we were. We'd be fighting at 4 a.m. They're trying to sleep, and all they hear on the other side of the house is us waking up and going at it. So I can only imagine that small little room. If they do something we sleep in here, the bed's right there, it ain't that far. All you have is that little nightstand in the middle. So it definitely isn't far away.
It's definitely on a button hand. Brittany she don't really do anything, and like I said, it'll be hard to explain if we, gotta keep them from fighting, because he'll start yelling and be like, no, I don't want it. He'll have attitude too. Just keep waiting, you'll see it. So it's like, Maury and Zaire definitely always go head to head, because Maury hated when Zaire told her what to do. And Kari doesn't like when Zaire tells him what to do. So there's times I have to pop him, on the hand or on the butt. I have to pop him and say, no, you don't hit girls. I don't put a look on Brittany, go search her body. You won't find a bruise or mark. I do not touch my woman.
No, okay. So you know marks on. That's why sometimes we get it where, they'll, what's the word? Kids will see step parent or whatever beating up on mom, well then they really hate that person. Because that's their mom. Oh my God, nobody can hurt mom. That's why I was like, how long have you been
She never seen me touch her mother.
That's what I'm saying, and Brittany's never said anything. They didn't say anything about you going after her, so that's why I do not believe at all that you would ever go physical hands on her. Which is good. You got respect for yourself, respect for her. That's good. So it's just we're talking to y'all so much. You're the last two people that probably within, as you guys say, y'all don't get out very much.
Well, you said someone in the neighborhood said they saw her, right? You just like.
So yeah, they're again, this is an officer coming to me. I didn't speak to this witness.
Yeah.
There was somebody that was like, hey, yesterday, whether that was Saturday or Friday, they didn't specify. I'm pretty sure I saw that girl walking in the parking lot. That's why I was asking. I was like, hey, does she ever just get out? Kids get out. It happens all the time. You turn around, my 3-year-old is down the hallway in my room, like this. That's what kids do. And like they're big enough to open that door. All it takes is somebody in the bathroom or in the kitchen and out the door. That's why I was like, hey, has she ever snuck out or something? Kids that age, they start to, test the limits. How much can they get away with? How far can they go? Okay, I got here last time, let me go here. At what point is too far? That's all kids do. That's their whole purpose, is to test our patience. They're very good at it. So that's why I was like, hey, she ran away before? Has she bounced? Has she been hanging out in the parking lot? Did she get down the stairwell?
She never ran away before.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Y'all were very adamant. Like, no, she doesn't leave us. She's not a wanderer or anything like that. When you pay, do you have like on this thing, how you double click, boom, Apple Pay. Do you have that on your other phone or no? Or do you actually have like that physical card?
I have the physical.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I lose my wallet so many times that I took a picture of my driver's license. I got it all saved on here. So you wouldn't have walked to the gas station and been like, boom, boom.
No.
Okay.
Like I said, everything's a blur. They got my statement. That's it. If they want anything else from me, I will have to be represented by my lawyer.
That's fine. I understand.
Because this is ridiculous. Because I really feel chastised. Like,
I don't want you.
But this, why would the same reason kids will say a bunch of things. Even I lied on my mother as a kid.
No, so whatever kids say, regardless of how far-fetched it is, we gotta ask.
Yeah.
Because I would hate for, not her, we get another kid who's accusing uncle of touching him or something. Because that's mainly what we specialize in.
Yeah, Zaire touched card before.
And then all of a sudden we just go, kids will be kids. Meanwhile, that kid's being a victim, and we just blew it off because it's a kid.
Yeah.
We gotta take it as is and then explore it.
Yeah.
And the only way to do that is because there ain't gonna be no photos, witnesses, cameras. It's just gonna be talking. Me asking you, well, what's up? What's going on? Why would they say this? Did you do something? Did something happen?
So Brittany left because I heard her go down.
No, she's still here.
So why she moved rooms?
I mean, we got our other room right there where we like upload our cameras and stuff. There's a door, and then the playroom's right there. She might still be here.
I thought she walked out and I thought I was next.
No, they didn't. They didn't. I say they didn't. Can we go? Can you give us consent to just look through your phone? No. Okay.
Because I feel like you guys get too much family to try, and then my family's gonna raise the question, and there's gonna be another, villain and and it's like, oh my gosh, these cops are going way over there because they think it's me. So.
You think we're with your family? You
like chest out, interrupt what they're doing. Like I don't really.
You gotta call. Oh, you might have to call tonight. The only reason, if this was like a different style case, like hey, 6 months ago so and so touched me or something. Hey, we'll call you in the morning or something like that. But at the end of the day, it's 50 degrees out and we're getting colder. The longer we wait to talk to people, the less time we have. I mean, it could have been she slipped over here, jumped in the car, tried to chase you out the parking lot. There'd be 100 million things. Okay, so to go through your phone, you want us to just get a search warrant then? You don't mind if we just look through it real quick? It'd be way faster.
You have to have probable cause for a search warrant. I'm not a probable cause.
I No,
I feel like you guys are
we're,
pushing me, so I
no,
would
President, we
rather
can just have
have
it
a
signed, I
lawyer.
was just asking, but that's
I
fine.
would rather have a lawyer before you go through my phone.
Oh, well, okay, so like, we're just gonna go through your phone, I was just asking if we could just sign the consent. It just speeds it up.
What's the
But we'll-
consent if you're gonna force him to do it? What's the point of the consent?
No,
if
like,
you're gonna force him
so
to
it's
do it?
literally just a piece of paper where it says I, which would be you, give detective, me, consent to go through my phone. And then they plug it in and get all the data. If not, we'll go to the magistrate court judge and we just ask for a search warrant based on a probable cause statement, and then he signs it or doesn't sign it.
Sure.
Sure to which part, I'm sorry.
You gotta have a real probable cause. I feel like you just wanna go through just to call everybody on the phone.
It's fine, if you don't want to give consent, that's fine. I'm not gonna.
What's the point of consent if you guys will do it anyway? There's no
No,
point.
because this way it's just, like I said, it's just faster, that's all it was.
So you're gonna take me to court just to say, hey, can I go to your phone?
No, not take you to court. No, we just get a search warrant. Shoot, nowadays we just video chat it with the judge, and we'll be like, hey judge, here's my search warrant, here's my affidavit, here's my piece, probable cause statement on why I believe information on this phone will help me in this manner. And, you know, this reason, because of all this, I believe I have probable cause to get this search warrant. So, we will go that route. So, I won't force you in anything. I'll go work on that, just hang out.
No,
And I'll make sure that
sign
she
it.
doesn't win. What?
I said, I'll be sure I sign it. I'll sign it, go ahead. If that
The
makes you
consent
guys,
part?
if that makes you guys tap dance,
I don't know what happened. What do you, I'm so confused. What
if that makes you guys happy.
That's not making me happy. That's just a question, see? Consent to
Normally when
search.
people call about something, cops do their thing and go all about, but
And normally when we get calls about kids going, what do you have? Is it iPhone 10, 12, 15,
iPhone 10.
10? It's a black or gray.
Black.
10. You had a case on it?
Yeah.
Okay. So I need you to write your first and last name here, capital X, like you do when you go buy a house or something. There, sign it, and then for the 500th time write your name again.
Someone, full name or initial.
No, full name right there. The only part you sign is that other box right there.
Correct.
The top one you sign yes.
On top of the box or in the box?
In the box, sorry.
Right.
I know, I'm very confusing. And if you don't mind writing your name. Okay. And you say your password was February 10th, 2019. Is that the anniversary?
2/10/2019, yeah.
So just 6 digits, or is it like 8? Like, is it actual 2019?
02/10/19.
Okay. I'm glad they just do numbers. I had some people do like whole catchphrases and stuff, 36 letters. Okay, we'll go do that. Alright, we'll give that to Al then. We'll be back. Thank you. Let's get this over with.
This is ridiculous, man.
The problem is
All
we
day.
have so many parts, so many people I gotta talk to. Okay. Okay, so I just wanna talk to you away from her, separate me.
Yes.
That's
All
it.
I'm saying is, just to clear things,
Yeah.
I am discombobulated. I cannot give you exact times. If you feel like I went at the BP that time, run the camera back to the BP where you saw me with this hat.
I
Or,
got you.
or my neck. Run it back to there. But it's like, I cannot sit here how you approach people to try to get something out of someone. You don't approach people like that to try to get something out of someone because you think so. Then why would a little girl this? Why would a little girl? I'm telling you everything that's going on. And then when we come for help, you don't really get help. That's why a lot of people do things and just don't call the cops and handle it their own way. Because it can flip. Just like what it did today. Like my dad always told me. Anything can flip with cops. So it just pisses me off because I've been out all day. I've been answering you respectfully all morning. Respectfully all morning. Then I get here and I'm in the room that I've never been in before that I've seen on First 48 and being chastised with questions trying to make me, I think you did it. As soon as he said that, it broke me to the core. Because if I did it, I damn sure wouldn't be in that hotel. I would be going on the run.
Yeah, no, like I said, you stuck around, you talked to
I
me.
stuck around and I talked and he's telling me, my daughter, I'll be here. Dude, that's you. But I know with me, when the police said they looked, okay, I'm going to look too. I'm not going to be here all night answering the same questions. Not no new questions. These same questions. And oh, it's not adding up with Brittany. At the end of the day, that's Brittany's daughter. I'm not even the real biological father. None of me is on paper with them, with those kids. They don't have my last name, nothing.
Yeah.
So why should my things just be ran through? Where you been here? Why you been driving here? Why was this over here? Why was that over? I'm not going to keep answering that. I'm not a cop. If I wanted to be one, I would have been wearing that badge easily. I have no record. Easily become a cop.
Clean.
I know it is. I know you guys ran me. I'm clean. There's nothing on me. I'm a good citizen. And I'm not going to sit up here and open the door and let my fucking girlfriend, daughter run out. I'm not going to do that. Now I'm going to take better protocols and get a camera for my kids. But it's messed up, man. I just want to go get our phone because we have to pay our room the next day. We work day by day to pay the room. And it look even more messed up. We coming back from cops containing us all day. And now we got to hustle up. We don't have family like that. I told you I'm the black sheep of the family. So is she.
Yeah.
That's why we're sticking together and we're trying to work this out. We thought we could trust you guys. That's why we called you. We didn't call you to be chastised. We called you for help, not to be brought out of our homes immediately with our kids in pajamas. That's messed up. So how long for the phones? Because we have to work.
I just have a couple more questions, and
What questions?
then that's all I got for you.
What questions, man?
Okay, but I do have to read you this card, like you see on the movies and TV and all that stuff. The Miranda thing. Didn't have it. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in court. You have the right to talk to a lawyer for advice. Okay, ask any questions and have a lawyer with you during questions.
All these statements they're accusing us of is jumble. You can't just take a statement for someone that's frantic for someone missing, then say, oh, these are not adding up. I couldn't even tell you when the fuck my last period was. I can't tell you. And he's saying going back to Wednesday. I really can't tell you. Once I move on to the next day, that's it. I cannot tell you exactly. Man, if I was a psychic, I could tell you exactly the day. But I'm not. I don't know the exact times. I just know me and her are always going to the store. Then we're staying together. Then I'm leaving or I'm coming back. I cannot tell the exact time all the time. Who can? Well, only cops. There's nobody. I really feel like I'm test us. Just read me the questions. I know all that stuff.
If you cannot afford a lawyer, one will be appointed for you before any question if you wish.
Mm-hmm.
If you decide to answer questions now without a lawyer present, you will still have the right to stop answering at any time. You also have the right to stop answering at any time until you talk to a lawyer. You understand each of these rights that I've explained to you?
Yeah, I know I'm not talking all that stuff.
Okay. Like I said, just read it through. Okay, so I'm gonna make it very quick so we don't beat that old school, don't beat a dead horse. Sister can't reach up at midnight-ish.
I'm not sure.
I'm not gonna.
Each question about time,
Okay,
I'm not sure,
let's
so
get rid of time.
I'm really not.
When she got back from the store, then you went to your sister's.
Mm-hmm.
Sometime last night. I'm not worried about it. If it was, he was worried about specific time. I'm not. But all we know is it was after she got back because we don't want the kids alone.
Mm-hmm.
Sister picks you up in boyfriend's car. We don't know who the boyfriend is though.
Mm-hmm.
It's a black car. Dropped you off.
I'm assuming because it was dark.
It was dark, black, gray. It was a dark car. It wasn't shiny red. It wasn't Ferrari red or anything.
No.
No. So then she takes you down to your grandma's house, the one that's on your address, that really long I word that I'm gonna butcher.
Yeah, but I really don't mess with. Like I told you, I don't mess with the family.
No.
So all I'm gonna tell you is, because I know this is where you're going with the questions. So I'm gonna tell you right now, everything I told you is not exact because I'm running off 3 hours of sleep. My daughter's missing. I don't give a fuck about times where the last place I was. If you feel like that, take the goddamn the places. I thought it was safe there because it was flooded with cameras. But now it's like, oh shit, we definitely got to move now because open the door, going. And then we told you guys, she's very bright. She's not your regular autistic. She's very smart. She knows 1 + 1, 10 + 10, 10 times 10. She's very smart. What makes her autistic is just paying attention. She really can't really focus. But when she knows it's serious and it's time, she knows. She's very bright. Yeah, and she knows how to maneuver. Now, I know more. She's a very good, I think there's more else. She's a very good child. But she just have her ways and different things. But it's like when does have a way, she tends to do things, and the things she chose to do, like me and the young fellow was talking about when he was asking me questions about certain more things happen, and then if I would have called you guys for that, you would locked us up because we don't believe that kids fight, we don't believe kids do that, so it makes me not want to ever call the police again because I might as well take matters in my own hands or hire a private investigator, like I wanted to do today. I said, babe, if they can't actively find today, when we get up on money, we're gonna hire a private investigator to also help. That's what we're gonna do. But now we just feel like we're chastised, and it's totally not fair. So to end all your questions, all of those times, it's really not accurate. I would prefer you to ask me really in my right mind. The information I gave you, the information she gave you, when she woke up, she was not there. That's it. You can flip the bed. You guys check the bed 10 times. Go flip again. We give you permission to go in there. If you guys asked us, but you guys kept coming in, which you know you gotta have warrant to come in anyway, but we opened the door and let you come in. So it's like, just have some respect for it. It's like, come on, we wouldn't be calling you for help if I would have just got away with it if that was the case. But no, we called for help. I said, babe, yes, do the right thing. I was just as mad as her. We both were crying, breaking down. I said, babe, let's pull it together because Zahir doesn't like to see us cry. Then they ask questions and they want to know. And how am I explaining that to my 5-year-old son is autistic? It was really, he's 2 in the mind. Yeah. So it's too much. And they're going to ask about this all night.
Last time, you went to your grandma's house. I'm not even worried
I
about
don't
this.
know.
You don't know.
I don't
Did
know.
you
That's
speak
my
to
final answer. I don't know.
Did you speak
That's
to
my
your
final
nephew?
answer. No, I don't know.
Okay.
Because my family is not involved in this. They don't even know. They don't even know their names. None of their names. They don't know them. I don't communicate with my family. Like, the only people I deal with is my niece and nephew. And that's why I told you, as the mother of them, is Diamond Alexis Owens.
Your sister.
That's my sister.
Yeah.
Them the only people I deal with. But I'm not gonna get them involved in something,
Yeah.
and I'm asking for help, and y'all reaching out to people in my family that have this, that really don't give a two shits about Brittany. They don't. So I just want to get our stuff and we go. And if you guys can, keep looking, okay, keep looking. We never said stop.
Oh, no,
Hell,
yeah,
we're gonna figure out stuff too, because she has police in her family.
Yeah.
So I'm quite sure she's gonna reach out to them too. We're not just gonna sit back and let this ride. No, that's not us. But I'm trying to be the strongest now, because I don't want my kids to see that I'm weak. I'm a very strong woman. If I do something, I'm gonna tell you. I'm not gonna sit up here and open the door and let my child run out. I'm not that person. At all. And if you guys want to go in there and ask neighbor after neighbor after neighbor after neighbor, then go ask each neighbor. Because I wouldn't open no goddamn door for no 8-year-old to run out there, and I know she got a mental condition. I wouldn't fucking do it. But I thought I could trust you guys, but we being chastised for no reason. And it's not right. Because if I did want your help, we wouldn't have called you. We would have said we'll figure it out together. And this is my first time ever encountering dealing with a police. I have nothing on my record. Nothing. I'm 29 years old. Nothing. So why am I, I think you did it. Bruh, go pull up my record. There's nothing on there. What are you trying to pin me for? There's nothing on me. I never murdered nobody. I never had anything with, no altercation with no police. Nothing. But you want to sit here and say, I think you did it. Because of what my little girl said. She's 6. The minute she see me and her mother argue, she breaks down crying. That's why we don't argue in front of her. So now I feel like if I have another issue, I can't confide in Gwinnett County. I just need to move to another goddamn county. That's that, man.
So you don't know why you said you were with your nephew and sister?
I don't know why. I don't have nothing. I don't know nothing. I don't know nothing. All I want is for them to keep looking like they say they were looking, and then we're going to do what we need to do on our end as parents. But y'all not going to try to piece together and try to flip things. Well, we got to pin somebody. No, you're not going to do that to me. Everything I said, I don't damn know. Everything is discombobulated because we're frantic. Duh, people know that. I'm not going to sit up here and ask somebody 100 questions that reached out for help. I'm going to tell them to write a statement, everything you know. And I'm going to go off that, go to the precinct, and I'm going to run it. I'm not going to send 30, 50, 100 cops to ask the same question when they're supposed to protect the community. I'm not going to do that. If I wanted to kick my daughter, I would have just took her to, or she would have took her to a place for kids where, kids go, what is it, CPS, or somebody would have took it for a place for kids or something. But I wouldn't just open the door for a 9-year-old to just walk out and just, why would I do that? That's inhumane, and I have no record. I can see if I was a criminal, and then y'all question me, and it's like, okay, they're a criminal, they did stuff before, but no, I have nothing. Go run me again. I have nothing on, there's nothing on me.
Record's clean. I know that. You got clean history. Never had problems with police.
Never. And she's trying to get her life right, because she's on BO, she's trying to get her life right, and it's like, man, all this is like, all I'm trying to do is bring my family back together, and we get up out of the hotel and get our house that we're working for. But this is inseparable. Let me grab their phones, because because I knew when you kept coming to me asking questions, I said, they're going to probably think I did it, because of probably how I look. Yeah, I probably look like, I know you don't want to say it, but I know you're thinking it, and she probably does look like a criminal. She tapped up on her neck. That's what most people in jail have, but I'm not. You saw I got these at 17. I'm 29. I wouldn't open the door, sir, and just let my daughter go. If I seen that, trust me, I would have ran her down and grabbed her, installed cameras, and got better locks. But we never thought she'd do that, because if she did it before, we would have definitely took better protocol.
What?
But to bring my family and Tucker, we don't even speak like that. The only person I communicate with is my sister. And then when I do go with my sister, I'm saying hey and bye to grandma. They're not going to tell you anything. Even if you ask them, oh, I have Celeste, they're not going to tell you anything, because they don't really agree with me.
But why would you bring them in and say that your sister?
Because he asked me a question, and I thought you guys was helping me, till I realized I'm being chastised and they're trying to detain me.
So you just made it up? Or?
I didn't make anything up. I don't know anything. I'm discombobulated, remember?
So you don't remember?
I prefer to be in a better peace of mind. See, this is how you go about things. You get the information for that missing child that night. Now, sometimes I did expect you guys to find her. I really did. But sometimes things don't go that way. So what I did expect was you guys to give a courtesy call and say, hey, I would like for you guys to come to the station, whatever. Then I would have had the kids picked up by someone to go. I'm not going to tell you all my business through my daily life. Why? Because I feel like I'm being chastised. So I'm not going to open up to somebody that's hounding me. No, if you would have asked me all this home, cool, but you brought me to the station and said, oh, we're going to write a statement. I haven't wrote one damn thing.
Well, you didn't tell me at the house. You just said you come and
Because
go.
I do come and go,
That's
but
what
I'm
you said over there.
discombobulated now.
Yeah.
Everything I'm saying is not going to make sense. Everything she's saying is not going to make sense because we feel attacked. So you really can't really go off anything but the fact that she's not there, and we need to find her. Not she's not there. Take both the parents because Brittany didn't even go outside. That's a bull-faced lie. She went outside. Go get the cop that came first.
We have to. So earlier we were relaxed about it when we
He set it off for me, and then I came out the door and I asked for water.
I understand when you got set off.
And I told you guys both here, I'm not detained. I'm not nothing.
I was just asking, why would you be so adamant? Again, because you want to keep your family out of this. But you were so adamant to be like, my sister came and picked me up after she came back with the snacks and went to bed. This way the kids aren't alone. Your sister came and picked you up, but she does her own thing. But you don't care if your sister says, hey, I'm gonna pick you up or something. It's your sister. You do whatever she says.
Sometimes she come through and she says,
yeah,
hey,
sometimes she
typical family.
pops up.
Like that stuff, like asking me that don't matter. Like, why does that matter when a child is missing? Why does it matter when I'm getting picked up?
Why would you tell us that you went to this house and spoke to your nephew for 4 hours and your sister brought back when we know that didn't happen?
Because I came back, it did happen. Because I came back.
So we've spoken to
We've spoken about it, but I'm saying
your
the fact that
sister,
you're trying
nephew,
to.
your dad, everybody, and nobody's seen you in months. Your nephew, your dad, nobody's seen you in months.
Nobody's going to tell you.
Your sister said
Nobody's going to tell you because they know you're a cop. That's what I'm telling you. My sister's on PO. She's not going to talk to you.
But
so it's like,
but
your sister's on. But my sister's on PO. She's not going to give you what you want to hear. That's what I'm saying. I said you can't run off that.
Why would she lie about it?
I don't know.
That
You
would
want to
actually
go
be
bring
worse
her
for
in?
That would be worse for her to lie about it. You see what I'm saying?
Dude.
It doesn't make sense.
It don't make sense that you're calling my family to get involved.
It is. If a kid goes missing overnight, and then you go somewhere overnight and bring in these people, and these people go, I ain't never seen you. Well, now we have a kid going missing overnight, and we have you going missing overnight.
I didn't go missing overnight. I'm here.
You said you left,
but I'm here.
But your sister said you didn't. People come back all the time. People that burn down houses, you know what they do? They go show up when the house is being burned down.
Yeah.
They try to
so
get on the
you do
news.
admit you guys went through our phone and called and do all that stuff. But the guy said as soon as we stepped out the door, you couldn't do that. So what stories are y'all giving me?
Search one for your phone. What do you mean we can't do that? Probable cause 51%. We have probable cause all day.
I just want our phone. So
well, I know, but you're not getting your phone. Well, you gotta stay seated.
For what?
Well, you're not allowed to leave.
How am I allowed to leave?
Well, I'm telling you, you're not allowed to leave.
Why am I being detained?
Yes, you are being detained.
How?
You're getting charged for obstruction, giving false statements. You're not allowed to leave. So
I'm getting charged for false statements?
You can sit down. Or I can have the officer.
Detained.
Well, listen, I'm telling you, you are. So either you can sit down and relax.
So we're both being detained.
No, you are being detained.
I'm being detained because someone didn't see me. So now y'all want to know if someone
didn't see you. Multiple people that honestly are in your corner. You can't even say they're a biased witness because they're not helping you out. It would be different if they were trying to say, oh yeah, she for sure was here. Then it's like, okay, well they said she was here.
So now you're detaining me and trying to lock me.
And then you told me that I was discombobulated when you were calm earlier. You were fine.
No, I wasn't.
Right now, obviously, yeah, you're a little combobulated, but earlier you were fine. You were sitting there talking to us.
I feel like you guys were selling us. That's all. That's really all. I feel like.
As I tell people, especially in my job, you know who I care about? I care about the kids most.
So how long am I being detained?
Well, you gotta go over to the jail.
You're gonna take me to jail?
I told you you're being charged with false statements. So I said you're not free to leave. You're being calm for the most part. I don't see any need to wrap you up in handcuffs or anything.
Can I tell them why?
Well, yeah, when we go out, we'll tell them about it. I promise. I ain't gonna be no asshole.
So now you're gonna send me to jail till I have a court date?
That's how it works, yeah. It doesn't make sense for you to bring in your family when you were really adamant on not bringing them in, but for you to put them in that position, knowing, and we told you this, knowing we're going to talk to them. That's what he did. He left to go talk to them. Because now we have a kid gone overnight and you saying you left overnight. She said you left. She didn't see who you went to. She just figured you went with your sister. But now none of them said they went to. And it wouldn't make sense for your sister to lie, especially if she don't feel, because that's not going to help her case. Because she's going to have to go to court. And she can't lie in court. So it don't make sense for her to lie. It don't make sense for your little nephew to lie.
So you're going to hold me in jail until I get a court date and do what you need to do.
Until I find this girl, that is all I care about. Your beef with whoever, beef with family, beef with your girl, I don't care about none of that. I care about her who's missing. That's it. That's all I care about. And until I find her, I ain't gonna sleep. We're gonna find her. There's 50 other cops and detectives out here working. You've seen us all running around, and there's even more still out on the road down there west side. We ain't stopping until we find her.
Congratulations. Well, you already think I did it anyway.
I think you know where she's at.
I know you think so. But okay.
I know, I just said it.
We'll just go to court and we'll deal with it that way.
Okay, that's the other route. I just want to know where she's at.
Go search.
That's what we're doing. You could help us out. If you care about this family like you say you do, you would help us out. Either you don't care about her.
I answered every question you had, so I'm going to go to court and I'm going to feel chastised because y'all were chastising me.
I'm just asking the question.
But you guys are chastising me. I'm not saying I'm being detained. I'm not being detained.
Well, no, so you call it what you want. You're not free to leave. Detained.
Because it's like get somebody. The most
like
probable one is like get somebody.
Let's not get somebody.
And here you are trying to smooth talk me out the hotel. Oh, bring her and bring the kids. Come on so we can question her. Yeah, because you're a piece of shit. And I have nothing else to say. I just want to see my girl and then before I go. And that's it. Go and take me
And
down.
I'll still let you do that.
Go and take me down. And do what you do. Take me to court. Bring up what you need to bring up and I'll get over.
Okay. Well, like I said, before we leave, I'll make sure they say bye to you.
I can do it now. Just
Well, we can hang out here, and I'll make sure that it's okay. I don't see an issue with it, but again, I'll double check that it's all right. You say bye, and then one of the uniform guys take you over there. All right?
Well, I think I'm gonna run off.
Well, no, just because they got handcuffs and
Come on,
stuff.
let's get this right
I don't
over
have
with.
any of that. So.
Come on.
All right.